Hello, people. Welcome back to the Devil May Cry 1 playthrough. I'm your host, Chad Marco, and let's have some fun. Oh man, this track is kicking. What genre is this? Oh, exactly what I need, huh? Strange claws are blocking the entrance. It's impossible to open even with my strengths. Was that intentional, my strengths? I mean, I'm willing to argue that Dante has multiple strengths. But it seems like it would have been more appropriate for him to say my strength. I hope this isn't like a boss rush where you just fight all the bosses you already fought before. So let me go ahead and tell you guys. I went ahead and played some Devil May Cry 2. I couldn't help myself. I was just itching to see what kind of game it was. And I can already tell why people don't like that game. Is there anything down here? It's very obvious. Right from the beginning, it's like, okay, this is why people don't like it. So I haven't played much. It's kind of different, right? So the way Devil May Cry 2 is, when it originally came out, it was a 2-disc game. The first disc is Dante's story, and the second disc is a new character named, I think it's Alicia. But yeah, the second disc is her story. So each disc is pretty much just a different character and their particular story. And god damn it. Trying to talk and do this bad platforming is hard, but I'll try. So I'm pretty sure that I told you guys that I would do Devil May Cry 2. I would do a Devil May Cry 2 playthrough, and I'm sticking to that. Wait, how do I get... This door won't open, however, it appears as though it is connected with the giant heart in the center of the room. Okay. Oh, I see. So I probably got to go up there. Because I can't attack this heart directly, right? Even though that probably should have destroyed it. I mean, what is this shit made of? But oh well. I'll try to get all the way up. But yeah, I am going to do Devil May Cry 2 for the channel. What the hell? But I figured, look, there's no way anybody's gonna want to watch me play Devil May Cry 2. Let alone both stories, Dante's and what the fuck is it, Alicia? I already fucking forgot her forgettable ass character. She's sexy though. She's a sexy black redhead character. But I figured, yeah, nobody's gonna want to watch me play both of these. So what I decided was that I would do the Dante story for the channel, and I'll do the other one just in my own free time. Because I have been just looking for a game to play off stream, away from you guys. Hold on, I gotta get the fuck up here. How did... I don't know. Is it a devil trigger thing? I'm gonna leave for now. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. Or maybe you gotta be Ifrit. Be Ifrit. Ifrit, whatever. Nope. Okay, I'm getting out of here then. But yeah, I figured nobody would want to watch me play both of those stories, so. Oh, now it's open. Okay. I'll do Dante's for the channel, and I'll do the other story amount and on my own, in my own free time. But thus far, I've been playing. Oh, they just keep coming back. I've been playing Lucia's story. Oh, now they want to get back. Okay, whatever. God damn. They can do some significant damage there. I'm glad I decided to take care of these guys with the holy water last time. He's kind of annoying. But yeah, on to why Devil May Cry 2 is a bad game, right? Because it is pretty bad. So I've been playing Lucia's story. I'm at about mission 4 or 5 now. I did play a little bit of Dante just to see how he felt. Because they do play a bit differently, but very similarly at the same time. Like, of course, Dante has his sword. She has, like, these double blades. He has guns. She has, like, throwing daggers. But they basically control the same. They're not that different. But thus far, what I noticed is that the combat is way worse. That's the first thing I've noticed. The combat is way worse in this one, in Devil May Cry 2. Like, combat just does not have that same satisfying feel to it anymore. Even down to the sound effects. Even the sound effects are like weak and unimpressive. The combat has been greatly simplified. The enemies are a joke. I mean, the enemies are just they're so passive, you know? What the hell? Oh. It's like everything is damaging me right now. But the enemies are incredibly passive. And even when they do get the balls to attack you finally, it's so easy to dodge them. Oh shit. Oh shit. That's the main thing that I've noticed thus far, though. The combat is so much worse. The enemy, and not just the way the enemies behave, how passive they are, but also the enemy designs are a lot worse. I mean, just the most generic, uninspired enemy designs you could possibly imagine. Straight up. God damn it. Another thing about it too is that you can't interact with the world the same way either. That's the other thing about it. Like, you know how in this game you can examine stuff and Dante would give his he would comment on it. He would give his perspective on what he sees or what's going on. You can't do that anymore. Like, there's no longer an examine button to examine things. And it's so bad, you can't even press on a door to go through it. That's how limited your God fucking damn it. That's And I'm about to talk about one of the few good things that Devil May Cry 2 does better than this. Spoiler alert, it's the fucking platforming. But yeah, in Devil May Cry 2, you can't really interact with the world the same way. Like, if you see a door, goddamn, if you see a door, you don't like press circle to go through it. You don't press circle to enter the door like you would in this game. You just run into it, which just does not feel right. It might seem like a minor, insignificant complaint, but I do think that how you interact with the world is important in games, and having a feeling that you can interact with the world and even like the simplest ways, like pressing a button to go through a door. I think those are the little details that add up to make a good game, and they remove that. They removed that. Like something as simple as being able to examine objects or to examine a door to go through it is now completely removed. You want to go through a door, we'll just run into it. That just doesn't feel as interactive as having to press a button to go through it. It seems simple, but it does make the game feel different and less in a way. Also, that's how I get over here. Big jump, I knew it. They wouldn't make me do that shit. But one thing about Devil May Cry 2 that I would give them credit for is that the controls are better. Like, the platforming is much better. The platforming is much better. Like, Lucia can just straight up fly. No bullshit. Like, she can just fly and flap her wings to get to where she wants to go. But the platforming, and I say really the controls overall feel better. Like, even though you don't have an examine button, you can evade with the circle button. So the circle button in this game is the examine button. So they took that away and just put the evade button on the circle. I mean, they just mapped the evade button to circle. But I will give Devil May Cry 2 that credit. The platforming is better, and I say even the controls overall feel better. Sometimes when I'm playing this game, it feels just strenuous, trying to remember like all the different button combinations to do certain things. and having to maneuver my fingers the right way. It's like, okay, if I want to do Stinger, I got to aim the analog stick like facing in front of Dante, and if I want to knock the enemy into the air, I got to aim it away from Dante, but the camera is moving, so that's what I don't really like about this game, is that I feel like the controls just aren't very polished. It's a little rough around the edges for sure. And Devil May Cry 2, just being honest, feels a lot smoother. Like the way you control the characters, how easy it is to evade, it just feels smoother. But part of it is also just the fact that the combat is so simplified now. That's definitely a part of it. I can spend some more of this now, right? Because it's not like I'm gonna get any new weapons or anything. There's nothing here I really need to buy, so I might as well just go ahead and cash out. Oh yeah, I used this last time too, so I should buy another one of those. How many Devil Stars do I have? I'm gonna get the purple and a blue and just go ahead and cash out like that. Legendary battle, so this might be the end here. Oh god, there's like a really corny cutscene coming up, I think. Damn, oh shit. It's a shame about that blue orb though. I'm missing one fragment, but whatever. My health bar is big. That health bar, the top one, is about the size of my dick. Oh, you can hold up to 6 Devil Stars. Probably more. That's cool. I should be ready to take this guy out though. Look at this. I'm balling. Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead and let, like, if I die, I'm gonna just let those yellow orbs rock. I'm not even gonna worry about it. It's time to unleash all the items that I have. There's no point trying to be a bitch about it. But yeah, I'm gonna give Devil May Cry 2 credit where credit is due. Let me get a sip of this water. The controls definitely feel significantly more slick and intuitive. But also, you gotta admit that part of that is just how simplified the combat is. So of course it's gonna be easier. But even down to the platforming, it feels better. Like, this is one of those games where I say it kind of has forced. I'm not gonna say forced platforming. It is forced, but what I mean is that it tries to include platforming into a game that's not really built for it. Kind of like what those little annoying sequences in Max Payne did for me. Just annoyed the shit out of me because it's platforming in a game that is not designed for. And in Devil May Cry 2, you can tell that the way you move throughout the stages, the way you move throughout the environments, is like everything was designed around you being very mobile. You being able to jump and kick off walls and fly and having to jump from here to there. Like everything is built around that, and you can feel it. And that's what this game doesn't have. Platforming always felt awkward in this game to me.
Strange and ironic that it will end the same way.
I'm gonna kick his ass. I got 4 resurrection orbs. He about to simp out. Trish! You see what simping does? I tell you guys all the time. I mean, look, if that's your wife, do what you gotta do. But she betrayed you. Fuck that bitch. If that was his girl and she was loyal, I wouldn't complain. But the fact that she betrayed you and you still simped out, I told you guys, video games and anime just promote simping to the highest degree. It's always been like that.
Trish, no.
Useless scum. Failure is one thing, but taking an odd behavior like that.
She did redeem herself. I'll give her that. But I wouldn't have trusted her after that first betrayal. But she redeemed herself. Oh, damn. That's some Jiren shit. I'm going Super Dante again.
How much longer are you going to keep zapping? Come out and show yourself, Mundus.
Yeah, damn. I'm trying to see what this dude look like. I bet he's gross. Was he really just chilling in that statue like that? I wouldn't do that. He's so screwed. I got all the holy water in the world. Well, actually it's about 5. Let's do it. I'm gonna go straight double trigger and just jump in.
Eyes. Deep in them, I see the same light as in Sparta's eyes.
He does look pretty badass.
Why am
I'll give him that.
Useless being. If you need a mother, I can create it
Oh, now he's trying to bargain.
if you want. Just like I created Trish.
Silence!
Silence? Will I ever get the chance to say that? Oh, wow. That's a bit extra too, though. Wait, am I not going to be able to use like all my items and powers and shit? That's kind of lame, actually. This is, oh my god, dude. Really? And it's inverted. Oh my god, dude. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious, my guy? Wait, what if I just do this? Like over and over again? Oh my god. Don't tell me that. Oh my dude, this better not this better not work. What about holy water? It won't work against Mundus. This song is pretty good too. Swatted him like a fly. That cannot be it. I was about to say, we gotta have like a normal fight, really. That was like the big god fight that was supposed to be cool, but it's really not. And now he's gonna fight on my level, where I reign supreme. Mundus! Okay. Why would you create a platform for me to jump onto and to fuck you up? Well, this is already off to a bad start. Can I switch weapons? I don't want to use this bullshit. You won't stand a chance against Mundus with this. Oh god. What about Ifrit? Force Edge? So I gotta use this fucking bullshit. God damn it, man. Oh, that's great. Wow, is this... Alright. Let's use another one. Alright, let's do it again. Can't take it with you. Oh, wait a minute. Just hop right up and get in his face with it. Looks like he's charging something up. Oh, wait a minute. Untouchable. I forgot about this. I forgot all about this shit. If that's it, I was never in any danger. I forgot about the untouchable the whole time. Wow, he was stupid easy. Phantom was really the hardest boss in the game. For a newbie, like if you know what to do, then whatever. But for the final boss to be so much easier than Phantom, like I didn't know what to do. I didn't know any strategies or what his weak points was. I just ran into it like an idiot and just spammed items.
And now you too. I should have saved you. I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light.
Wow. That's the cringiest thing I've ever heard in my life. That is the... Oh, wow. That is the cringiest shit I have ever heard in my whole life. Like, real talk. That was the cringe... Dude, that was the cringiest shit I've ever heard.
This was my mother.
I should have been the one to fill your dark soul with light. That's awful. That is the... Wow, that's the cringiest shit I've ever heard. Who the fuck wrote that shit? It had to be like a translation, like a lost in translation thing.
In peace.
Because it's a Japanese game. And they had to translate things into English, the script into English. Maybe during that process of translation, it became 10 times as cringy as it was supposed to be. That was the cringy. I'm not even lying. Like in terms of like video game, anime, boo-hoo, feel shit, that was the absolute cringiest. And those lame tears, wow. I got a D. I don't give a fuck. I beat the game. How about I give you a D, bitch? Next mission. Got more fucking missions, man. I beat the goddamn boss. What the fuck else do you want from me, man? What the fuck else do you want from me, man? Mother's Guide. Escape Mallet Island before it collapses. Okay. Might as well, right? But yeah, Phantom was the hardest boss in the game. That first Phantom fight, because at that point, the game was actually pretty easy up until that point. So it kind of catches you off guard. And if you don't know his weaknesses, then it can definitely get you. Oh shit. What the hell? I'm definitely gonna double trigger my way through here. No time to waste, buddies. I gotta go. Oh, really? God damn it. Oh, what's the item over there? Untouchable. Oh yeah, I do got those left. So I had to kill them to get through here. It figures. So I'm guessing, well, not guessing, I know. Ifrit is the way to go. Ifrit. God damn it. I mean, Ifrit just absolutely crushes these guys. Where did I come from? Did I even have to beat him? Those doors kind of look like the hymens of a virgin. That last boss was very easy though. And I don't think it was just because... Why would they start me on that side? Dude, why would they do that? You fucking bitches. What the fuck is wrong with them, man? Maybe I overreacted a bit. But still. I gotta go, guys. Oh, wait a minute. What am I doing? Ifrit is slow as shit. Oh, that's easy. There you go. That it? Do I gotta fight Phantom again? I'm getting that vibe. Like, oh, you want to fight Phantom again? Here you go. I'm gonna fight Phantom again, aren't I? Or is it Virgil? Oh, well. I ain't really worried about him.
The gate has been opened. Dante, you are not getting away. This is where you will die.
I'm not going anywhere. Besides, there's no place to go. Look around. This will be your burial ground as well.
Oh, great. So again? Okay, well, I'm gonna go with a oh, holy water off rip. Let's do a holy water off the rip and see what that does. Wow, that was actually very weak. I guess they figured that out. The player would do that. I'm untouchable.
What is the matter? Here your powers are weak, human.
No.
We'll be okay.
Mama!
Mother.
More power? I'm not complaining. Feed your power and Trish's power into your guns, Ebony and Ivory, then use your double trigger and blast a big shot into Mundus.
It looks like we have a winner.
Jackpot.
No! Mundus! We could have been friends!
Goodbye. And when you do come back, give my regards to my son, will ya?
Oh, I see. I get it. Because Sparta beat him, and then Sparta's son, Dante, beat him, and he's saying, oh, my son's going to beat your ass, too. That's cool. Trish! That's kind of weird, though. They barely know each other. I don't like little romances like these. They don't really make sense. They just met. But I guess when you're a Chad, it doesn't matter.
Devils never cry.
Oh, God.
These tears are a gift only humans have.
That was actually kind of thoughtful.
We're too late.
I'm not gonna give a simp card for that one. Look, you can be emotional. I'm not saying you got to be this stoic, smart ass 24/7, but that shit about the light and the dark, that was bad. But he's a Chad, so I guess he can just pull a bitch like that.
And we humans never give up. Are you ready?
Yes.
Well, he's not human. He's half demon. You're not a human or a demon, really.
Let's rock.
Do I gotta control this shit? God damn it. And it's inverted. God fuck. I'm dead, dude. I am dead. I am fucking dead. This shit is inverted too. After all this is what gets me. I do. There's no way. This is harder than all the Mundus fights combined, bruh. I guess your ranking on that level depends on how much you get hit. Have fun, Dante. This was a good game. This is a very good game, especially for its time. But I think it holds up even today. This isn't one of those games that was only good when it came out. It's still this is a good game that I think most players.
It'll always be above everyone's head, no different.
I think it's a game that'll be appreciated by anyone who really enjoys games like this anyway. You know, like action, hack and slash games, maybe a bit of hard thrown in.
Let's not forget though, the underworld's evil is still alive. They will.
But yeah, it still holds up very well. This game holds up very well to this day. The controls are a bit rough.
And his sidekick.
The controls are a bit rough. And I think the fact that it was supposed to be a Resident Evil game and they converted it into this, I think that's part of why the game feels a bit rough around the edges. Just a little bit, not a lot. It's a polished game, but when I look at certain things like Devil Never, oh God,
This one has the password.
that's lame too.
Let's get it over with in 10 minutes. Don't let a single one of those suckers live.
5 minutes.
More than enough.
Oh god, look at that spin. But yeah, it's a good game. But I do think it's just a smidge. When I say that, I just think it's a smidge rough around the edges. When I look at certain aspects of the game, like the platforming, that's to me that's parts like that are kind of rough. And I think that kind of stems from how it's this weird hybrid, like it's this strange like action horror hybrid. And so maybe they felt like it needed to have platforming, but wasn't quite. It wasn't quite implemented in the best possible way. It just doesn't really feel as smooth as it does in other games, and even in Devil May Cry 2, the platforming feels better. But really, overall, I'd say that's my only real complaint about this game is just that the controls are a bit strenuous on the player's hands. Or maybe I'm just out of shape. Maybe I'm just not used to these kind of games. But I felt like the controls were a bit more demanding than they probably needed to be. And that's part of why I like Nero so much in Devil May Cry 4, because he was just so easy to use. Even Dante in that game still had that same problem where it's like you got all these styles and stances and different techniques, and it's almost like it gives you a sense of analysis paralysis where you have so many different moves to choose from that you got to think too much. And again, I think it's one of those things where it's like you gotta really decide, I'm going to play Devil May Cry a lot, like again and again and again, and really learn this shit. Because when you try to play it casually, just a single run through, I think that's not enough to get a full grasp of how you're supposed to really control Dante and navigate through all the moves that he has. Even in this game, it turns up like that concept is multiplied when you go towards Devil May Cry 3 and 4 and whatnot and beyond, I'm sure. But in this game, even back to 1, it still kind of had that same issue where it's like you got these two different styles and you got these different guns and the different moves, and then you can knock them up and knock them down, and then you got it can be kind of it can be kind of an overload on your mind trying to figure out like how you like what move you want to use in what situation. But I'm sure like if you dedicate yourself to learning this game and figuring out how to control Dante and how to be consistently stylish, like after this I'm probably gonna look up like combo videos and whatnot, because I've seen like some cool combo videos of Devil May Cry games, so I'm sure it's possible. But I'm just saying it from the perspective of a casual gamer who's just trying to play the game like 1 or 2 times. You're probably not gonna get to that level to where you really feel like you have a firm grasp of Shinji Mikami of how to execute different moves with Dante at a high level. Hideki Kamiya, but I guess that's to be expected with games that have a higher skill ceiling than normal, because this is not a simple hack and slash when you look at just all the different attacks and techniques and ways you can attack and strategies you can use against your enemies. It's very complex, or at least somewhat complex combat system as far as the number of options you have, the number of offensive options you have to choose from at any given moment, especially as you start to accumulate new weapons and techniques. Do I get like a beating the fucking game bonus? I wonder if you can start a new game with everything that you have. That would be cool. I found 2 secrets. I'm kind of ashamed. That's kind of ugly, bro. 2 secret missions out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 out of 12. That's pathetic. Total retries 4. That was against Phantom, I'm sure. Red orbs, normal, total time, stylish. Okay. Go challenge the hard mode. Nope. Nope. I only do that with games that I really like. I mean, this is a good game, but I don't like it that much to put myself through that hell. You know, I did do it with like Resident Evil because I really liked it. I was like, okay, I wouldn't mind having an extra challenge.
Devil May Cry.
So wait, they start you off immediately in hard, but do you start with everything? That's what I'm wondering. If you start with everything, then that's kind of cool. Oh shit. Okay. Of course you don't have the key items, but yeah, you got every goddamn thing except the final weapon. But oh wait, you got Sparta too. Wow, I might check out hard mode later then. Just the fact that they give you everything from the very beginning, I might check it out. I'll think about it, but not now. Now my focus is gonna be another game, and I don't know when I'm gonna do the Devil May Cry 2 playthrough. I gotta be honest, because I'm playing again. I'm playing Lucia's story right now, and I'm playing her story right now, and that game is boring as hell. That game is so boring. Let's talk about Devil May Cry 2 a little bit before I get out of here, though. That game, the problem with it is that game is boring as shit. Yeah, I know I said the combat is bad, and it is. And that's part of what makes it boring. But that is a boring fucking game. That game is very boring. Like, every time I play it, it don't matter like what I was doing or whatever, like what my energy level is. That game makes me drowsy. I'm not even lying. That game makes me fucking drowsy. God damn. So I don't know when I'm gonna do the Devil May Cry 2 playthrough. It's probably not gonna be anytime soon. I might just play the Lucia mode again in my own free time, and then I'll do Dante's later. But I am gonna do it because I do want to do like all the Devil. Well, I don't know. Just since I have the fucking Devil May Cry collection 1, 2, and 3, I just say, you know, why not do all 3 since I got it like that, right? Definitely got to do 3 because that's probably the best out of the series anyway. But I still want to do 2 anyway. Just, you know, every now and then I gotta play a bad game anyway. So I'm still gonna do it, just in sort of a just to enjoy seeing myself play a bad game. What game was it that was bad but ended up being like one of my favorite playthroughs? Yeah, like it's kind of like Resident Evil Revelations. I didn't like that game, but when I went back and looked at some of the playthrough, that was one of my best playthroughs in terms of like just how funny it was. And so that's why I wouldn't mind doing a bad game like Devil May Cry 2. Because I feel like sometimes when you play a bad game, it brings out the best. It brings out the best comedian out of everyone. So I'm gonna still do that. But yeah, that game is boring. The combat sucks. And another thing that I noticed thus far. And maybe this could be just because I'm playing Lucia's story and I'm not very far into it. I've only seen like a few clips of Dante, but Dante's in Devil May Cry 2 seems a bit more withdrawn and stoic. I know in Devil May Cry 1 he wasn't quite what he ended up being later, like in 3, 4, and 5. But you still see the direction that they were going with that character. You know, the witty, smart ass, cocky, demon hunter character. Like you can see what they were going for there. It's just that it was he also had a fair degree of like cornball that they later scrapped and just made him completely cool. But it seems like thus far in Devil May Cry 2, like they kind of dialed back on the witty smart ass bit just somewhat, just a little bit. Or maybe a moderate bit. That's another thing that I noticed, but I wouldn't really say that's like a terrible thing. But it's just something that I noticed that some people might not like, because that witty, smart ass part of his personality is really what made people like him. And it seems like they dialed that back some, but we'll see as we go through the game, months and months from now. But yeah, in regards to Devil May Cry 1, what would I rate it? It holds up really well. It holds up really well. And sometimes it's hard to rate games like this when you look at it, like obviously, if you look at it from the perspective of the time when it came out, if you look at it from like what was it, what, 2001, what 2003, 4, something like that. If you look at it from that perspective, I think it's an obvious 8 out of 10 game. And I think it even holds up today. But I think if you were to compare it to modern games, it does feel a bit rough around the edges. And some of the little things like the inverted controls that you can't change, as far as I know. In fact, maybe you could with the controller setup. I'm just looking at that now. But again, just it's the little things. It's the camera, the bad platforming, the inverted controls at certain points in the game. It's little things here and there. I think looking at it from like a modern perspective, I would give it more of a 7.5. It's still a good game, but some of the more primitive little flaws that it has, which we wouldn't have made a big deal out of during its time, definitely stand out more now. Even as far as the controls and the combat, just how, again, it's good, but it's still kind of rough. It's still kind of rough around the edges. And today, something like that really wouldn't stand. Like something like that would receive heavy criticism. Like today, if you're gonna have a combat focused game, it has to be smooth as butter. You know, it has to be, the controls have to be really on point. And not saying that it's necessarily bad in this game, but it does feel somewhat rough. So I think if we're talking Devil May Cry when it came out during its time, it's an 8 out of 10. But I think now is I would say personally is more of a 7.5, just because of the little minor flaws that would stand out more now, because the standards are so much higher now as far as quality, especially something like controls. Something like controls just has to be fluid, especially for a game whose primary focus is combat and fighting. I'm sipping water. So I hope you guys enjoyed that playthrough. So what am I going to do next? That's the question. So I've been thinking, I'm going to decide right now. So I'm going to go ahead and decide right now what I'm going to do. So, because as you guys know, I do playthroughs, like my main playthroughs I do here, but every now and then I'll do one on the music channel too, and then just save it and upload it here, like I'm doing Max Payne now. But I'm talking about like an official playthrough for this channel, like this one. Now, Resident Evil 5 is high on the list, because I've already done 1 remake, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4. So why not 5? I think the only way I do 6, I would have to have like a friend over who would play it with me. I don't think I would do it alone. I don't think I could do that game alone. I would do that if I had a friend to play it with me. I don't even have 6, but I would play through it just for the culture. But Resident Evil 5, I got The Evil Within 2, but I'd rather do 1 before 2. And I don't have 1 because 1 is somehow more expensive. And I've been telling you guys, for some reason, horror games go up in value and price like no other genre. I'm telling you, like when you look back at the horror games like the PS1 era, especially the PS2 era, those games are like $40, $50 on average, dude. On average, if you can find it. Like I'm telling you, like those games, and already look at The Evil Within. When I go on Amazon, that game is worth like $20, $30, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I can remember a time when that game was worth like $5 or $10. I can remember a time when that game was not worth a lot of money, and now already the price, the average price for that game is hovering around like 20-25. I think it was even like 30 at one point. So I'm kind of going off here, but definitely not Persona 5. That's too long. I wouldn't do that kind of playthrough for that. Let me see. I'm thinking about doing JoJo too. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Eyes of Heaven. I don't know how that would work out though. Let me look at what else I got. Let's see. I got Mega Man Zero. I got Doom 3. That's another option. I don't know about that one. I could do that one for like the stream or something, but I might do JoJo, man, just to switch it up, just to really switch it up. Cause I've been doing all these horror movies, horror games, and I feel like JoJo would really switch things up. I might do JoJo. I also have the Amnesia collection, but I don't really feel like playing that. I know that's going to be a big investment as far as my sanity. I have Siren, but that's a very stupid, not stupid, but that's a very convoluted horror game that would definitely require me to use a guide while playing it. No joke. So it's going to be between Resident Evil 5, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and Doom 3. So stay tuned and find out on the next episode of Chad Marco Street Gaming Shit. See ya.